Jack was driving alone on an empty road when suddenly an old car appeared in front of him. He flashed the lights in an attempt to overtake the car, but the person, whoever he was, wouldn't let him pass. The man finally gave way, and Jack insulted him before stepping on the gas. As Jack drove far around through the mountains, he suddenly got a flat tire. Jack parked by the side of the bridge in frustration. He brought out a jack but didn't know how to go about it. Angrily, he called his mechanic for help. His mechanic was far away at the moment but was able to give Jack some instructions on how he would change the tire. While he was still struggling to do so, Lucas, the man he had earlier insulted, sped by. Seeing this, Jack quickly retreated to his car. The man asked what was wrong, but Jack told him to just drive on. The man pretended to do so, only to reverse the car and bump into Jack's. He then stepped out of the car. He meant business? Panicked, Jack apologized for offending him and told him not to cause any trouble. But Lucas ripped off the wiper and threatened Jack on the spot. Luckily, a truck was speeding by at the moment. Jack honked the horn, trying to get the driver's attention, but Lucas distracted him, waving goodbye. Jack continued to beg, but the man was not ready to listen. He took the wheel spanner and began to break Jack's windscreen. Panicked, Jack quickly called the police. But his location was far from the station, so they could not reach him anytime soon. After wrecking the windscreen, Lucas set off for his next act of revenge. He pulled down his pants and pooped on the glass. He also made sure to pee on it as well. Jack was angry and frustrated, his eyes filled with rage, but he couldn't step out of the car. After doing his business, Lucas got into his car, ready to take off. Jack suddenly got a wicked idea. He stepped on the gas, forcing the man's car to crash into the bridge. He rushed to finish fixing the tire when the man suddenly got out of the car. Jack rushed inside and left his tire behind. While the man chased him, he couldn't catch up. Jack had already escaped, but he wasn't satisfied. He turned the car back and aimed for the man, attempting to run him over, but the man dodged. He turned and tried again. But this time, the back tire lost balance, sending Jack crashing headfirst into the bridge as well. Now the man was ready to deal with Jack. He opened the trunk and tried to reach him from there. While Jack struggled to escape, the door wouldn't open. He reached for a fire extinguisher and immediately attacked the man. They both struggled for revenge in the car. Jack even bit his hand and sprayed the extinguisher into his eyes. The man managed to overpower Jack, ultimately hanging him with the seatbelt. He then lit a piece of cloth, wanting to set the car on fire. But Jack struggled and grabbed him by the leg. Now he could not put out the fire again. Immediately the policeman arrives at the scene. The car exploded. The policeman calls for backup and fire service, but both men were already cooked. In another scene, a woman named Laura was about to board a plane. It turned out her ticket was being paid for by a company. Inside the plane, a man sitting close to her struck up a conversation, asking if she was traveling for business or pleasure. Laura responded and asked him the same question while calling him sir. The man got angry and said he had to do something about his bald head. As they continued chatting, Laura found out the man was a music critic. She also told him that her ex-boyfriend was a classical musician. Unfortunately, his works were never published or printed. She didn't know the best term to explain it with, but the man told her to choose whatever term she liked and that he would make it popular.
Vos elegí el término que quieras y yo lo instalo en la comunidad artística.
Pasternak. Gabriel Pasternak.
Pasternak.
Laura then said that her ex-boyfriend's name was Gabriel Pasternak. Hearing this, the man was speechless. It turned out that he was the president of the jury at the time Gabriel submitted his works, and he had ripped him apart. He refused to approve his works.
Fue tremendo lo que le hicieron. Yo estaba con él en ese momento.
Laura revealed that she was still dating Gabriel at that time, and what the man did to Gabriel was awful. Although Laura had dumped Gabriel and they didn't end on great terms.
Y a veces es así. Tengo que dañar la autoestima de un pobre infeliz para proteger los oídos de toda una población. Gabriel Pasternak, ¿cómo olvidarlo?
A woman sitting at the front overheard their discussion and joined in, saying it was such a big coincidence, as she also knew the Gabriel they were talking about. Gabriel was her student in elementary school, but she always scolded him for crying like a newborn baby.
Profesora Leguizamón, soy Ignacio Fontana, ¿se acuerda?
Another person on the plane instantly recognized the woman as Professor Leguizamón. He was one of her students. Gabriel was his friend and classmate too. Another man immediately stood up, saying he worked as a manager at Home Depot and that he knew the guy they were all talking about. He added that Gabriel always had trouble with customers, so they had to fire him. At this point, it was definitely not a mere coincidence that all 5 people on the plane knew Gabriel.
¿Alguien más conoce a Gabriel Pasternak aquí?
The man asked if anyone else knew him, and they all said yes. It turned out that no one had bought their ticket themselves. Even the flight attendant also knew Gabriel. And the door to the cockpit was locked. The pilot wouldn't answer. They soon heard a general announcement from the speaker. Gabriel was the pilot, and he was about to crash the plane. A man rushed to the door, begging Gabriel to forgive him. It turned out that the man had been his psychiatrist for years, but he raised his fees so that Gabriel would stop seeing him.
Gabriel, escúchame, vos no tenés la culpa de nada.
Everyone on the plane had wronged Gabriel, and he wouldn't let it slide. He was about to get his revenge once and for all. Meanwhile, his parents were sitting outside, reading a novel. They heard a loud noise approaching. Gabriel had aimed to crash the plane into his parents' house. It turned out they had wronged him as well. In another scene, a man had just arrived at a restaurant. When the waitress saw him, she felt disappointed. The man placed his order, and as soon as she went to the back, Anna began shaking and crying. Her boss asked what was wrong, and Anna revealed that the man who had just ordered was from her hometown. She explained that he was a loan shark and a gangster who had taken everything from her family. Because of this evil man, her father had committed suicide. 2 weeks after her father's funeral, the man even tried to seduce her mother. The trouble became too much for them, so they were forced to move away from their town. Anna added that she had always wished to face this evil man so she could insult him to his face. However, her boss said that insulting him would not solve anything. She suggested poisoning his food so that he would be gone within minutes. The man ordered French fries, fried eggs, and a bottle of Coca-Cola. Anna went to get the food, and her boss struck again, suggesting that they poison it. However, Anna hesitated, afraid of ending up in prison. She went to serve him his drink, and he asked for her opinion to help him select a suitable background for his picture. It turned out that the wicked man was running for mayor. Back in the kitchen, her boss continued to urge her to make a decision.
Encima se va a presentar intendente. Ese hijo de puta, ¿lo puedes creer?
Pero ¿cómo no lo voy a creer si los hijos de puta gobiernan el mundo? Despertate, nena. ¿Qué decís? ¿Le hacemos un favor a la comunidad?
This time, Anna served his French fries. She then looked at her boss.
¿Se lo pusiste?
The woman told Anna not to pretend she didn't know what was happening. If she wanted him alive, she should stop him from eating the poisoned food. She then told Anna to relax, assuring her that she would handle the situation. The man's son soon arrived at the restaurant. Panicked, Anna tried to take the food away, pretending she needed to warm it up, but the man refused, and they both began eating. Anna told her boss that they had to do something because the child was eating the food as well. However, the woman told her to relax, saying it would be better to wipe out the entire family so the son would not grow up to be like his father. Horrified, Anna rushed out in panic, trying to dispose of the meal, but the man insulted her. In a moment of anger, Anna splashed the fries onto his face.
Muy pendeja la concha de mi madre.
He grabbed her by the hair, but Anna's boss quickly intervened and attacked him from behind. Anna was left shaken and covered in the aftermath. The police soon arrived and arrested Anna's boss at the scene. Luckily, the boy survived.